Test number 1. I ain't stupid. Test number 2. How important is this video to me? I ain't stupid. What is rock art? Rock art is multidimensional visual representation, MDVR. It means that this lion image also has a horse up here and an elephant right there, and on the other side is a little horse running right there and a bird right here, and on the chest of that bird is something else. It means that this little horse in the background has a bird on it also that's holding a snake. This is a bird on the chest of a larger bird with even larger wings. On the other side is a horse with a horse behind it and a horse like that. Let me repeat. Multi-dimensional visual representation. Here is a nice little horse right there. And on the other side is also a horse. The head is here. The body comes back here. The leg comes down here. Front leg there. Front leg there. And on this art is also a horse and a bird. A horse. A horse and another bird. This is an owl over an image of another horse and a bird and wing in that direction. This is a bird with an elephant on its chest. This is a bird with an elephant on its chest, and this is on the chest of a larger bird. And they come real small also. Each one of these little tools that has an image on them also has other images. This is a bird with a horse on one wing. This is a bird on the head of an elephant in this direction. And there is a bird on the chest of another larger bird and another horse right there. This is a horse on the chest of an owl. This is a horse on sort of the chest of a bird. This is an image with a horse and bird right there. And this way is an owl and another bird. This is a large bird. And a horse on its chest. Multidimensional visual representation, MDVR. Now I'd like to show you something incredible right there. Folks, I know lately I've been sounding pretty rough. My voice, I'm sounding like an old man. Well, I am an old man. I'm 76. But it's because I've been burning and mowing leaves for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And it's really made my throat, make me sound rough. I've been wearing masks on the mower and around the burning, but I've had to work on that. So I'll get back to normal sounding voice one of these days. I would like to explain where some of my ideas come from. Normally I'm sitting around in the morning with my coffee, and a lot of things come together, a lot of the paths circle each other. So I just write a poem so I'll remember what I'm thinking. Now I'm going to read this poem to you, and it will make no sense at all until I finish my story on that side. Examining the word they. So if I'm asked, I can say, and take the they to him and her. And that's all I really should say. Well, this is about a story of a fisherman that lost or broke his handheld uniface blade. Now this fisherman is from a village by a river. There's several folks living there in harmony. There's fish in the river. There's game in the woods. There's lots of people, young and old. Now, let me grab an example. To find an ancient tool, an artifact, and use the word they, well, it kind of diminishes the village, because within that village there's folks that are hunters of large game, hunters of small game, gatherers of medicine, those that fish, those that weave, those that carve. There's a lot of different jobs that people can become very efficient at within a community. But to say they, as if every single person in here knew what they were talking about. But I just want to talk about Grandpa for a minute. He's a really good tool maker, blade maker, and this young man went to get a new blade. So you go to Grandpa, then you go fishing. Now there is no reject. When Grandpa knocks that slice of stone to create that fillet knife, well, but if this wasn't the one needed, that tool right there, it didn't get thrown away. So the word they makes it act like making stone stuff was their total day. They spent all this. They didn't. There was just a few that did stone tools, stone carving, art. I'm not sure if Grandpa there did all the art. I think there's someone that did a bunch of artwork. Maybe became the apprentice of Grandpa. Okay, enough of that. Examining the word they. So if I'm asked, I can say, and take the they to him and her. And that's all I really should say. But I'm not. I'm going to keep talking. After all, it is my channel. I'm not griping at anybody here. But I got to have an example. So I'm using Damien. Sorry, Damien. The other artifacts. I've watched all of your videos. But at first, you played a lot of rock and roll and played scary songs when you are showing rocks that you think are scary. I can't do it. It's just my mind's... I didn't watch them all until just last 2 or 3 weeks. Then I did it on mute. But I like frequencies that are not right on my brain. But you did it really well in 2 articles, 2 videos, Ancient Stones and Modern Humans Can't Replicate This Art. Well, from this video here that you made is where I got my idea to make Where Came the Silence. So I don't know. I will sow and you will plow. Tomorrow you will sow and I will plow. So we will talk more about the seeds we are planting. what I want to say to everyone is I want to be inspired. I want to see videos that makes me inspired, like Damien's videos. I don't have to like them all. I mean, I don't have. I do like them all. It just there was noise at first. I don't know how to say this, so I'll let it go. But the thing that I want to show you on that awesome piece of artwork right there, I can only do birds. I mean, I could do horses, but if I get all wrapped up in different things that I see on there because of the multidimensional visual representation of all this artwork, I'd be talking about bears and everything else. So I'm going to be talking about the birds, and I'm going to show where tails are, where wings fold over, the head, and especially the eye. If I forget to say it, I'm going to focus in on the eye of all these images that I'm about to show. I'm going to take a coffee break, and then we're going to have fun. This is an awesome piece of art. Folks, one final note for today, because I'll have to really take time and set up a really good display where I'll be taking off the molds and this and that. But one very important note I would like to impress is that this type of artwork was made and seen by everyone. Even if they couldn't do it, those of the village, they could see the multidimensional, and they could make a 90-degree turn within their mind, and they could read or hear what this stone was saying. That's what all true artists want to achieve, is that others can hear their story. And these folks were expert at it. They didn't think like we do. But I think what I'm trying to impress is that this type of artwork was known to all in the village. Whether they could make it or not, they were around it. And this type of training for their children was the understanding of a frequency. And this is first grader stuff for those children. So let's find out what else this stone is saying.